Alright, I am making Ritzy Chicken for dinner tonight, and I've got my super short ingredient list all put together, and I have my baking dish prepared to put the chicken on. So these are boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I've just trimmed those down to be about equal size. It's a lot of chicken. I've got about 13 pieces here because tonight's family night and I'm cooking for 8 adults and 2 children. So that is my chicken prepared. You need 1 stick of butter melted and a couple of sleeves of Ritz crackers with 1 package of ranch dressing and salt and pepper to taste. So those are all crushed and mixed together. The ranch is in there. I'm going to get going with my little station here. I'm going to dip my chicken in the butter, get it completely coated in the cracker crumbs, and put it on my baking pan. This is the most moist and delicious chicken ever. It is a big hit. We love it. I haven't made it in a long time, so I'm anxious to make this for dinner tonight. So I'm going to get going on putting it together. Alright, here's a look at my beautiful Ritzy chicken. It's getting ready to go in the oven. Yes, I have my pan absolutely full, but the chicken will of course shrink down once it starts baking, so it's going to be just fine on the pan like it is. And so I'm getting this in the oven at 350, then I'll just check it periodically and see how it's looking. I'm not sure why it is that we women sometimes are drawn to little things, miniature things. Steams are rolling. These are the teeny tiniest little elbow macaroni. Aren't they cute? I bought them thinking I would use them mostly in like chili and pasta fagioli, and I have, but I've also made macaroni and cheese with it and macaroni salad. So tonight I'm making macaroni and cheese. I just thought I'd give you a look at these cute little tiny elbow macaroni. I'm just making homemade macaroni and cheese. I don't follow a recipe. As long as you have some pasta and you have some salted water to boil it in and you've got some cheese and some milk usually, you can make a yummy mac and cheese. So that's what I'm pulling together to go along with our Ritzy chicken. Alright, here's my beautiful mac and cheese. Getting ready to pour it in this dish that I've already sprayed with some cooking spray so it doesn't stick. Look at that. No little mini pasta left behind. No sir. Take a look at that. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be so good. Getting ready to sprinkle some cheese on the top. I'm gonna use this Taco Bell 7-layer blend. Put that on the top, cover it, and put it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. This is going to be glorious. There we have it. Getting ready to put this in the oven. It's going to taste fantastic. Alright guys, here's my beautiful Ritzy chicken. Looks pretty Ritzy to me. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so good. I think it ended up baking at 350 for about 45 minutes. I checked the internal temperature of the thickest one, and it's past a little bit past what it even needs to be. So I'm covering it with foil and then putting a kitchen towel over top of that until we're ready to eat it. All the juices will just stay in there, and oh my goodness, you got to try this recipe. It's so good. So few ingredients to make such a delicious main entree. Alright, so if you've been around here for any time at all, you know we cook with a lot of beef because we raise cows for beef. And we have some leftover roast here with some cooked carrots from our garden. And I'm going to turn this into beef and noodles. So I'm going to shred up the beef. I'm going to cook up this bag of noodles. Here I have my water almost to a boil. Such a quick and easy meal. I shredded up my beef. I added the can of beef broth and I cooked my noodles. Put a little salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder. What a yummy comfort meal this was. We ate on this for 2 days because it made quite a nice size serving with that bag of noodles. Here's my plate. Beef and noodles. I have some Yukon Gold mashed potatoes. We have the carrots that were left over and green beans from our garden. Those were also left over. So put those things together and came up with a delicious and fulfilling meal. Alright, here's what we're having for dinner tonight. We have some cheddar bratwurst that I boiled in the skillet for a little while, and then James finished them off on the grill. Sauteed some green peppers and onions. And then I put together just a little small pasta salad for us with the rotini pasta, and then those are our garden tomatoes and our garden carrots. And then I just put a few cucumber slices in there. And then I have the mozzarella balls that I got at Costco. I've just quartered those and put a little bit of the Olive Garden Italian dressing, some sour cream and onion chips, and then we have a few baked beans left from dinner the other night, and we are just finishing those off. They're the perfect side dish for this really yummy summer meal. So that is what we're having for dinner tonight. We are absolutely loving all of the produce that's coming out of our garden. I know you're hearing me talk about it in my What's for Dinner meals. We have zucchini coming on like crazy, and one of our very favorite ways to have zucchini is to make fried zucchini. So that is what I am making here. I just thought I would show you as I work through getting this prepared to fry up. So I'm just starting here with some flour, and I'm using the Zatarain's garlic and herb seasoning that I showed you. This is a very versatile seasoning. We're enjoying that. So I just sprinkled that all into my flour, mixed it up well. I've beaten up 1 egg. I have my zucchini. Tried to slice those pretty evenly so they would fry evenly. And I'm just going to dip them in the egg wash and then into the flour mixture. And then I will get those on the pan. Alright, for this evening's meal, I wanted something pretty quick to go along with the zucchini that I had fried up. These are our fresh garden green beans that I cooked a day or two ago. They just get better each day, and some garden tomatoes. And so I showed you the bag of chicken. I picked that up at Aldi. The chicken breast fillets. I did those in my air fryer. They were pretty good. They aren't as good as Tyson. That's my favorite one. But they were pretty good. We drizzled the top with the Great Value Copycat Chick-fil-A sauce. A+, great value for that because that is a delicious sauce. Alright guys, what you're looking at is a big pot of chicken gnocchi soup. This is a family favorite around here. Been making this for several years. First time we ever had it was at Olive Garden, and there are lots of copycat recipes online. I'll link below the one that I use, or I'll type out the recipe because I made my own modifications and probably do it a little different every time. But this is fresh kale from our garden in here, and the carrot is from our garden. It's so beautiful, creamy. It's going to be delicious. So I will link the recipe or type it out below, and if you haven't tried this, this is a good one. It's not fall time yet, but this is a great fall and winter time soup, as is every soup, I suppose. So yeah, that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Alright guys, here is my bowl of chicken gnocchi soup. I've got it in this really adorable soup mug. Isn't that fun? And so I've just sprinkled a little bit of Parmesan cheese on the top. And I'm not serving another single thing with this tonight. It's easy peasy, it's Friday night, and nothing fancy around here. This soup is going to be plenty in and of itself. So that's what we're having tonight. Alright, comment below if you have ever used Dream Whip or heard of it. I think it's an old school thing. In fact, there's only one store around here that even carries it. Comes in a box with 4 packages that makes 2 cups each. My mom used Dream Whip in a lot of different things, for recipes, for just whip topping. So today I'm using this to make my mom's recipe for 5-cup salad. Alright, here are the rest of the ingredients for the 5-cup salad. It doesn't call for necessarily 5 cups of things, so I'm not quite sure why it's called a 5-cup salad. But anyhow, you use fruit cocktail, mandarin oranges, mini marshmallows, chopped nuts, coconut, and then your Dream Whip with some sour cream mixed in. Now, I have used pineapple tidbits instead of fruit cocktail. And you also do not have to use the Dream Whip. So here is my recipe, written down in my little handy dandy cookbook that I've shown you several times lately. On the back of the marshmallows, it's a recipe called Tropical Ambrosia Salad, and it's very similar. If you look up Ambrosia Salad or 5-cup salad, you're going to find a lot of variations of this. So basically, you're having a mixture of some fruit. It usually always calls for some marshmallows, and then you have some sort of either sour cream or Cool Whip. In my case, Dream Whip with a little bit of sour cream added in. You have some sort of mixture that kind of holds it all together. So, in my case, I have made the Dream Whip, and I've added in my sour cream, and I am going to very gently fold that in over all of these ingredients and put it in the refrigerator. You want to let this get chilled really well before you serve it. Let me show you what the Dream Whip and the sour cream looks like. Look at that perfection. It came together perfect. So you use a half a cup of cold milk, 1 package of Dream Whip, and some vanilla extract. And once that's all mixed together, you let it continue for about 4 to 5 minutes until you get these peaks, and it kind of forms nicely and gets thick and fluffy. And then I added in 2 tablespoons of sour cream. So now I'm going to very gently fold that in over my fruit, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're all finished. Alright, and here we have it. Doesn't that look yummy? Got the little flecks of the colorful marshmallows in there, pineapple tidbits. This is going to be so good. It's like really refreshing, cold, sweet treat that's not overly sweet. That's what makes it so nice. And with a little couple tablespoons of sour cream in there, it gives it a little taste, kind of cheesecakey in a way. That little kind of sour taste from the sour cream. So anyway, give this one a try if you haven't. It's super easy to pull together and very good.